guys, it's Emily from Novel Novels and welcome to today's videos. Today's video is the anticipated new releases. Now I was going to do just the summer ones, but seeing as by the time this goes out it'll be the end of June, summer's nearly over, summer's not nearly over, but you know what I mean, we're already in summer. So I thought I would let you know of a couple of the autumn ones that I'm looking forward to. I've got a total of 7 books to talk about. Won't be going into too much detail, so this won't be one of my long videos that I normally do. But this is going to be promoting authors that I love and books that I cannot wait to read. Now going forward, I will be buying most of my books through charity shops because they've recently reopened and we've got to obviously support them. They were closed for so long, and I'll be doing it that way. But going forward for these new releases, I will probably be doing them via either Amazon or the bookshops, because I will be wanting to get them quite cheap. I'll be still looking for bargains. But I promised Chris I will try and spend less on Amazon, because at one point in lockdown I was spending quite a darn bit of money because I wanted books and I couldn't stop my addiction. But going forward I will be good and I will be doing it other ways. Anyway, enough rambling, shall I get on with you? The first book that is due to come out, the next one that is due to come out is Dear NHS, 100 stories to say thank you, and it's edited by Adam Kay. This is one that no matter what it costs, I will be getting it, and I will be getting it as soon as I can, because it is due to be released on July the 9th, and I really want to support the NHS, support Adam Kay, and say thank you. I believe he's donating money towards the NHS for doing this book, which is good, and it is to say thank you, because let's face it, with everything that's happened with the corona crisis, the NHS has been pushed to its boundaries, and it's just been so bad. Think of the lives that have lost because of the NHS staff that have been working to protect us. People that went above and beyond, and we owe them a massive, massive thank you. I do still think we need to say thank you to other people that were key workers, such as the postal service that had to keep working, the police, the community support officers, the supermarket staff that put themselves at risk, because everyone that carried on working throughout had a part to play in us getting there, and that kept us alive and kept us going, because without them we wouldn't have kept going throughout this. But the NHS is a big thing we need to say thank you to, so I am going to be getting this and I'm saying thank you. It's an Adam Kay book, so automatically I would get pretty much everything that Adam Kay puts out, because I'm a big fan of his work. But the fact that he's doing this to say thank you to the NHS is just another big plus point, and I am going to be shouting it out. If you get any of the books that I'm talking about today, please feel free that this is the one that you really need to be getting, because we need to say thank you to them. And from me, if you work for the NHS, if you're a key worker, this is a big thank you. I really appreciate everything you've done. I've had family members that have had the coronavirus and they've been safe, and it's thanks to the NHS that we've got them through, especially one of my cousins. She was very poorly with it, and I really think, I really want to say thank you for saving her. Right, so the next one is, on a different note, this is Happily Ever After and Everything in Between by Debbie Tongue. It is a graphic novel, it's a hardback one, it's going to be released on July the 9th, and it's another one that I will be getting pretty darn quickly. I am not very great on graphic novels. I don't tend to read very many of them, but I've got one of them, and her books, which is Book Club. Simone bought that for me last year, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's one of my favourite books. I've read, and I would like to look for in the charity shops, The Quiet Girl in an Introverted World. I really love that book. But this one is, it's a Debbie Tongue book, so I'm going to be getting that quickly. Because of, obviously, the first book, I don't know how quickly I'll be getting it, but it's very much one of those books that I will be getting, and I can't wait. Debbie Tongue's books are just, they're relatable. I think if you're a book lover, the way she writes, the way she describes it, it really personally, her other 2 books really emphasised with me. I really related to them, and I thought they were absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to get this one. And like I said, Debbie Tongue, if you're new to graphic novels, but if you're a book lover, if you're a quiet girl, if you like your own world, I think Debbie Tongue is perfect for you, and definitely pick that up. Now, we've got one of my chick-lit favourite authors, her book, which has been released on Kindle. A lot of these books were due to be released a lot earlier than they are being released, but because of the corona crisis, they've had to be put back. So I was expecting to get this in May, and I've got to wait till August. But it is The Minute I Saw You by Paige Toon. You guys know I love Paige Toon books. I got her last one as soon as it released. I'll probably be pre-ordering this one because it looks brilliant. My sister Vicky has had it on audiobook and on Kindle, and she said it was absolutely amazing. She flew through it within a matter of days. So it's not one I can borrow her for because she got it on Kindle, but I will be getting it. Apparently it's a really good chicky litty book that is flying through. Oh, I love Paige Toon's books. I haven't looked into it too much because I don't like knowing too much about it, but it's Paige Toon, it's a chick lit, it's contemporary, it's going to be, I wonder, I think someone said that she's got some characters that link into our other books, which is something I love about her. I love the fact that you can see different characters in each book that all match together, so that's why reading all of her books has meant that I now can connect them all together, which I love. I love the series books, so to have that extra little bit, individual books but with characters that we know and love, just exciting, and I cannot wait for that. Now the next one is an author that I am new to. In this month, as this video is going live, I am reading the second in the series. This is, I think, the fifth in the series, and it is Six Tudor Queens, Catherine Howard, The Tainted One by Alison Weir. Now, I believe I've got second, third and fourth, so I believe this is the fifth, so it's the penultimate book in the series by Alison Weir. I'm about to read Anne Boleyn. I've already read the first book, Catherine of Aragon, so I cannot wait to read this. The Tainted One. Now, divorced beheaded died, divorced beheaded survived, so this is one got beheaded. So I'm wondering about her. I don't know enough about the later queens. Now, I know, obviously, the first three queens I've got quite a lot of knowledge about, and the other ones I don't have enough. So I've got the fourth one, which I believe, just me checking, is Anne of Cleves. Sorry about that, I'd never normally disappear. And I don't know very much about Catherine Howard. I believe, from what I've read, she was the one that was a bit of a rebel, a bit naughty girl. So, The Tainted One, I wonder what that's going to be like. Now, I know her books are not completely non-fiction. They are fiction, but with historical facts in them. But I love Alison Weir's work. I love the first in the series. I can't believe I'm finally reading the second in the series. And I am so excited to get this one. So, again, it's another one I don't know whether I'll get straight away. The Page 2 one will be before this one, but I may. I was lucky. I found the fourth one in the charity shop near me very quickly. So I'm wondering if I'll be able to find the next one or whether I wait. Not quite sure. Let me know in the comments below whether I get it straight away and pre-order it or whether I wait a little bit longer because I've got so many of the other books that I need to read first. I'm not sure, but it's one I'm really looking forward to, like all of these videos. I'm glad that I've got, in this video, I've got quite a lot of mix of genres. Though I've not got a thriller in here, so that's quite surprising. But I love Tudor fiction. I love it. Julie from Hungry Bookworm got me started on these books, and oh my goodness, she is so right. She knew that I would love Alison Weir's works, and I really do. In fact, she is beating Philippa Gregory. And that was a big... Philippa Gregory and Alison Weir are very much linked as two of the top Tudor authors. And I think Alison Weir just adds that little bit more factual content in that I find a little bit more interesting, and I'm really looking forward to it. So the last of the summer releases, and the one I've only just found out about, which is like, and it's V is for Victory by Lisa Evans. Now you guys know I love Lisa Evans' books. Old Baggage, the first in the series, was one of my favourite books of last year, and I loved it. It was about Mattie Simkin and Florrie, who were suffragettes, and they wanted to kind of, as they get older, they still wanted to fight for women's rights, and that book was about that. And Florrie, the second character, really was very much connected in that, and she was the one that, although she was almost Mattie Simpkins' servant, she went through a lot more than was discussed, and I found that book was really interesting, finding out about the secondary characters, about the ones that didn't necessarily shout the loudest, but did a lot of work, that went through a lot in those times. Now the next one was Crooked Heart, and that was about Mattie Simpkins' godson that she ended up looking after, and that was about him. It was wartime fiction. He'd gone and been evacuated, and where he got the lady he'd gone to live with, and it was their story. And I found Crooked Heart was really good. V is for Victory is the next one in that, and it's again with that little boy and his sort of foster mother, effectively. That relationship was really well developed in the second book in Crooked Heart. So I'm looking forward to finding out about how it goes in the third book and how it's all going to work to be connected. It's another series. It was one that I love. Lisa Evans as an author is such a lovely lady. When I'd heard that her book was coming out, I straight away commented and said I'm going to be getting it. So that one will be getting got. It is the last one is coming out on August the 27th, so put that date in your diary. If you like historical fiction, if you like fiction from war times, that's perfect. If you like characters, I would certainly say, because this one is the third, I would try and read the first and second, or at very least read Crooked Heart before you read this, because I'm guessing it will be carrying on from that. I think Crooked Heart, you don't necessarily need to read Old Baggage, but Crooked Heart definitely read. And like I said, I love both those books. And Lisa Evans, she said thank you when I said that I was going to be buying her book, and she comments back, and I think to me that's lovely. That it's so nice when authors connect with their sort of subscribers, their followers, their people that they love, their fans. Another one of those people is Bridget Kemner is really good. Paige Toon does tend to comment back. Adam Kay has commented back. They're people that are some of my favourite authors, and they really connect with the people that buy their books, which of course makes you want to buy their books more. So that's it with the summer releases. We've now got 2 books that are coming out in the autumn, both of which I'll be getting. They are middle grade fantasy kind of books. They are books that I read because of middle grade March. So thank you from Krista from Books of Jams for starting them. Thank you, Charlie, my sister, for letting me borrow them off you, the other ones, and I'll be buying my own copies for these ones. The first one is Hollowpox and the Hunt. No, the first one, sorry, I got this wrong, is Tilly and the Map of Stories by Anna James, and that is getting released on September the 17th. So right at the start of autumn, I loved Tilly and the Book Wanderers. In fact, it was a real tear between the Tilly and the Book Wanderers series and the Morrigan Crow. I'm still it was like, for the first book in each of those series, it was Tilly and the Book Wanderers I loved the best. Second one, I kind of enjoyed the Morrigan Crow book slightly better, which is like because you tend to be either one camp or the other. But the Anna James camp, I love it. It's book wandering. It's wandering into your books. It's finding out the history, and it's the battles to save the past. And oh my God, Anna James gets it so good. Wouldn't we all like to run into our books? Wouldn't we all like to go into a bookshop and immerse ourselves in those worlds? To link in stories that we've grown up with, stories that we love, fairy tales, adventures. Oh my God, it's brilliant. I absolutely loved it. The first in this series, we connected a lot with Anne of Green Gables and Alice in Wonderland. The second one, we went into more of the fairy tales, like the Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and the other ones like that. So they're more of the fairy tale ones. And I cannot remember the people who wrote those ones, but they're the ones that sort of grew up in, and I found they were really, really interesting. So let's find out what the third one's going to be like. I will definitely be getting it. Cannot wait to get it. And the last book that's a new release is going to be Hollowpox and the Hunt for Morrigan Crow by Jessica Townsend. That is getting released October the 15th, 2 days after my sister Charlie's birthday. At a time, that October time is a bit of a time that's hard for me because my dad died on the 18th of October. So I will probably be getting that. I'll pretty much definitely be pre-ordering it to make me smile, and that'll be my treat for that sort of time. And it's also because it connects to Charlie, so I've got to do something sweet for my little sister. You never know, I might getting both of us a copy. Hint, hint, Charlie, don't buy it yourself. But yeah, Hollowpox and the Hunt for Morrigan Crow. I love the Morrigan Crow series. It's got links with other children's series, but I think it's a whole new world. It's magic. It's a different world. It's fantasy. There are characters that you love in it. Morrigan Crow is such a strong character. She doesn't realise her own strength, and to find that, she gets really prejudiced because she's got this special talent, and it's not one that they like. She's kind of got the same talent as the bad guy, and so people judge her for that. But she's got a best friend that supports her. She's got this guy that's her guardian that looks after her. He's the guardian's nephew, who's another one that looks after her, and she's got this support network, and it's lovely to watch. And it's lovely to read, and you really get yourself in on it. Now, I know Charlie from Charles Heathcote loved this series more, and I can now see why he did, because the second book in the series was really, really good, and I thoroughly loved it. 5-star books all the way. They're middle grade fantasy books, both of them. If you like middle grade, if you like fantasies, if you like different worlds, please pick these 2 books up, because they are that amazing. Now, guys, I talked a bit longer than I thought I would, but I've given you the release dates. What I will do is, in the comments below, I will link the books that I've spoken about. Actually, no, I don't know whether I should link the books. If you guys think that I need to link the books in the descriptions below, please comment on them, because I never know if me telling you the books that I'm reading means you just look at the descriptions and you won't look at the videos. I'm never quite sure what to do. But if you think that you'd like me to write down the books that I talk about in my future videos, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know you guys' opinions, and going forward I really want to still grow my channel and still do better at what I do. But I will be linking some of the channels that I've talked about. I will be saying that please guys, get these books, get these authors, look them up, and I hope you find some great books. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling, and I'll see you all soon. There's me in the background. Take care, bye bye.